Well, today is Tuesday, January 15th, maybe? Gonna be a fairly short ride. I plan to go up WA Bar until I hit snow, which I don't think is real far. Then I'll backtrack and go up towards Castle Lake, which sometimes they plow it, but I'm not too optimistic that that's going to be open either. Fairly warm day. It's supposed to get up into the 50s. I'm not sure if it's there yet. And after all that, I'll gas it up again. That'll be my fourth gas up, and we'll see what kind of mileage I get this time. Got some steep climbing in there. That ride partway up Mt Shasta is in there, and there's some other climbing dirt rides in there. Still don't know how that's going to work out. Again, I'm revving the bike up a little more now, too. I think the gas mileage I get on this next fill-up is going to be a little bit more like what I expect to get long-term. When I hit snow up here, I'm not sure just how far I'll go. I mean, last time I was going up that North Shore Road and managed to tip it over in an icy spot. Don't really want to repeat that. Again, I think it's just sunlight reflect. Well, I don't know. There could be some ice there. I was going to say it could be sun reflecting off of water, but there is still a little bit of frozen material here. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to get real far on this road. Oh dear. Already. There's a lot to be said for being in a car with four wheels on slippery stuff like this. Mainly a matter of sunlight. If it's got sun on it, it's pretty dry. Well, this is the first road we sometimes walk our dogs on to the right. We call it the archery road because the archery center is kind of off there on the left. There's a name for it, which I could see on the map if I wanted to look. And right about here is where they stop plowing. What the road's going to look like beyond, I don't know. This is where we park to do what we call our bushwhack with the dogs. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing a mix of ice up here. No, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to park right here on the left, where we park if we're going to do the bushwhack with our dogs. Who knows, we might be doing that today. Okay, so I brought that DJI neo2 drone with me. I'm just going to do a quick flight here, see how it works. Now this drone, and it's got some buttons on the side you can use to set how you want it to fly. So let's see what it's set on. It's set on droney to rise 20 meters, take some video, and then come back down. So I'll try that. It's designed to just take off and land in your hand too, which is kind of cool.
20 meters, droney, 3, 2, 1.
And there it goes. I can hear it, and of course I can't. Oh, now I see it. It's way out there a ways. Probably not going to get it on this camera. It's pointing to it. And here it comes back. Very cool. And I have to just hold my hand out, and it lands. I like that. Okay, next, instead of droney, I'll try one of the other ones.
Circle.
2 meters flat. Better get out here. I don't want anything around me. Now this will supposedly avoid obstacles. I'm not sure how much I really want to test that.
2 meters. Circle. 3, 2, 1.
So there it goes. I guess that's 2 meters. going around me. And there it is again. And then if I hold my hand out, it should come and land in my hand. Okay, let's think about that one a little bit before it landed. Okay, so it's off. Now, I actually can control it using my phone. Haven't tried that yet. Doing that, I can, make it go up higher and do pretty much anything that I want it to do. That is certainly easier to use than my old Mini 2. I think there's a drone made by Hover Air. It's similar to the DJI Neo2. It's supposed to be easy to use, but it costs more. So I went with DJI. Now we'll see how far I make it up to Castle Lake. It will not be very far, I'm sure of that. Winter riding in Mount Shasta is a bit of a challenge. Wouldn't be quite as challenging if I was to do the Tiger and go down to Redding. A lot lower there and it stays a lot warmer. You're not going to have all this ice and snow down there. That makes for a long day, a long ride. Okay, I don't expect a whole lot here. I think I would let it warm up a little longer and dry out more, but if I go left here, that gets me over to the Fairy Falls area. I'll have to do that ride one of these days. I'm guessing it's kind of muddy and sloppy and wet over there right now. Well, they have plowed it through here, and they've sanded also. Sometimes they plow it all the way up to Castle Lake, but normally they don't. There's a gate coming up here that they close sometimes to stop you from going all the way. Other times they leave it open and they just plow up to a certain point and leave a berm, and that stops you. And if they have plowed it all the way to Castle Lake, it could be open all the way. Problem with being open all the way to Castle Lake, there's water on this road and it climbs quite a bit. And that's going to turn to ice, and I don't want to go up there on ice. And here's the gate. The gate's open. Just the same, I'm going to stop here. I mean, there is ice on the road. I see it right here. No, I'm not interested in playing that ride on ice game. I've done it, and for quite long distances of time when I kind of got stuck. When I was kind of touring with Joline, we'd go over a mountain pass, and we'd suddenly realize, uh-oh, it's cold, and it's been precipitating, and it's ice up here. And gone very, very slowly across that pass, which sometimes could be 5-10 miles, and until you get over the high point and down, and it warms up just a little. That's in the summer. Of course, that's in Colorado, but we're in the winter here, and in the winter you have the same sort of situations. And I don't have to do that, so I'm not going to do that. Now, this is another road that if it stays warm for the next week and doesn't get below freezing at night, which is possible, although probably not at those higher elevations, I could come back here and try again. I might make it further. Of course, if I'm serious about getting up there, I just need to come back in my Subaru. No, I was lucky when I first bought this. I think I bought it November 30th, and for about the first 2.5 weeks into December, it stayed warm, and it hadn't really snowed up there much yet, so you could still get a lot of places up in the mountains. But we've had a fair amount of snow up there at this point. And it's been cold enough, a lot of it's frozen pretty hard. Anyway, I gotta wait for a long spell of much warmer weather before I start trying to go up into the mountains very far. That's as full as she goes. 1.094 gallons. And we'll see what the gas mileage turns out to be. 82.3. Divide by 1.094. 75.22. Again, I'm driving it in what I think is going to be a fairly normal manner, riding it. So that's not bad. Including some dirt riding up some steep, a little bit challenging dirt roads on that climbing Mount Shasta video. And I got 314 miles on the bike.